room slash dining room slash kitchen. And I try to make it as nice as possible with this setup, but it is 3 in the middle of the night, so I have to be really quiet. Anyway, for today, I would like to show you my board games collection. Do a little show and tell, if you will. As some of you may know, I am a huge fan of board games. I play board games with my cousin almost a few times a month. Less now because everybody's busy. But we are actually running a game, a Pathfinder game, which is similar to Dungeons and Dragons, and we play that almost every Wednesday. And it's just really fun. I'm a big fan of it, and I would like to share my game collection here with you guys. So let's get right into it, okay? My microphone's right here, by the way, so I'm just talking right here. So let's start with this one here. It's called Coup. So basically in this game, you have 2 influence in politics, I guess. And one influence is basically just a card, a person with a special ability. For example, this lady here is called the Contessa. The ability of the Contessa is to be immune from assassination, from the assassins. There's also dukes, ambassadors, captains, and yeah, each role has different abilities, and you can tell the truth when doing something, or you can lie, because at all times your card is not to be revealed to any other players. So for example, if I have no duke, I can claim to be a duke and collect taxes for 3 coins. And each round, each person has like an action, and you can just do whatever you want. Collect income, foreign aid, kill somebody, steal from somebody, which is one of the ability from the captain, and all kinds of things. Very, very easy to learn, very hands-on. You can play with like 2 to 6 people, and it takes like 10 minutes to finish a game. Very fun for, small get-together. And when you get 7 coins, you can start a coup, which is kind of like a political revolutionary thing to do, I guess. It's like getting rid of a party from the government. It's basically like Democrats killing other Republicans, if you will, or something like that. But yeah, obviously I don't condone violence, but this is basically what the game is about: killing each other. Okay, I'll put this down here. Next we have this in a metal box, so I gotta be very quiet. It's called Sushi Go. It's very cute with the artwork. Now, this is called the Big and Pass card game. So, let's say you are playing with 2 other people, so 3 people. Each person is dealt 9 cards, and within those 9 cards, each turn you pick 1 card and you pass the rest of the deck to the person to your left. And you just keep doing that until you have everybody have 9 cards in their hand. And you're supposed to create combos with it. For example, if you have a 3 card that is sashimi, you get 10 points. If you only have 2, you don't get any points. Or if you have 2 tempuras, it's 5 points. Or if you have the most maki at the end of the round, you get 6 points. Or second mode, you get 3 points. And you're supposed to play this within 3 rounds, and the person with the highest points win. Very good for killing time. Me and my friends actually played this when we were waiting at the waiting for the bus at the casino. We had an hour to kill, and we're like, let's break this out and play a couple of games. We got through this like 5 times before we actually got onto the bus, because it is so fast. 3 rounds took us like 10 minutes. So very, very fun party game. You can play with 2 people and I think up to 5. I gotta speed this up a little bit because I have so many games here. Next one is called Forbidden Words. You can see right here. Now these games are what I call party games because it requires no strategy whatsoever. It's basically charades. So, I'll show you a card because it's easier to explain. Now, let's say you have a card that is Will Ferrell, right? You're supposed to get the person holding the card to say Will Ferrell without saying any of these 4 words when you're giving them the hint. So, I cannot say Elf, Step Brothers, actor, or SNL. Okay, so I can just say the funny guy who is in movies, and you just have to go down the line. It's very fun when you're tipsy. Not very fun when you're drunk because everybody just go crazy and start cheating. Like saying words and then saying, I didn't say that word. And if you say the word on the card, you're supposed to get penalized by 1 point. So, it's very competitive if you play with people that are very competitive. Next, I'll show these 2 together because they're very similar. This is called The Resistance, which I did show this in one of my videos, like an how to play video. And this is called Avalon. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm showing both of these at the same time. If I put this the right way, this is the medieval time version of this, which is the futuristic time version of this. Now, the Resistance is more basic. You are either on the Resistance team or you're on the spy team, and you're supposed to get people onto missions and see if you can pass the mission with the people on your team. Now, this one, same idea, you're the knights or you're the bad people. But there are special cards in here that you can be special roles. For example, you can be Marlin. This is Marlin. He's basically like a mystic. So he actually knows who the bad guy is. And he's supposed to help the good guys. But here's the catch. If we successfully win the game, which is 5 missions, best out of 5, if the good people successfully win the game with passing the most missions, the bad people has a chance to come back and win the game by killing Merlin. So, obviously, it's very easy to know who you are trying to, not take on missions. But here's a catch. If they kill you, you lose. So the Merlin has to be very, very quiet and subtle when giving hints. And sometimes people can just play the game and be like, I know who Merlin is, you can win the game, I don't even care, and then kill Merlin at the end. And sometimes the bad guy killed the wrong guy and the good people still wins, Very, very fun. Play this a couple of times. People prefer Avalon more than Resistance because there's more special roles in it. And it's just more variety. The next one is called What Do You Mean? Oh, like the Justin Bieber song, but this is What Do You Mean? Now, as the title suggests, you are supposed to give a caption to a meme very similar to Cards Against Humanity. you're supposed to pick the best caption for the meme, and the king is supposed to pick who has the best card, and they win a point. You can make your rules if you go along with this, like best out of 10, or the person fastest. Well, let me put this in English because I'm not speaking English at this point. The person who gets 5 cards, the first gets to win the game or something. Well, most of the time, because it is so much fun, we end up just playing the whole deck. And this is very replayable because there are so many different varieties of results. So I also did a video of this and showed people how to play this. Very fun game. Next game is called Madcap. Probably my least favorite game because the phrases here are very difficult sometimes. So basically, you're supposed to say something on the card, and the person holding it is supposed to tell you, supposed to say what the card is saying. For example, right here, you can see it. You can read it first, and I'll read it to you because I can't really read backward. So, I would tell you, anger say way, anger say way, anger say way, and you're supposed to say anger's away, and you're supposed to do this within like a minute, and you go through as many as possible to win the game. It's like a 2-team thing, I guess. And it's just so very difficult because sometimes you have no idea what they're saying, and it just doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't even sound right, even if you say it in English. So, fun game if you know a lot of English, not if you don't. And quite frankly, I'm not very good at English. Next, we have this lovely game, Love Letter, which I also showed you a how to play version of this. Very, very fun game. So, the goal of this game is to write a love letter to the princess, and the person who gets the love letter to the princess wins. Basically how it goes. Anyway, there are different roles in the game, and each role has a number assigned to them, and obviously the higher the better, and each role has a special ability they can do. For example, the guard, it's 1, which is the lowest one if you don't count the expansion pack. 1 can guess what the other person is. At all times you're supposed to have 1 card unless it's your turn. Then you would have 2 cards and you pick 1 card to use. And for example, you have a prince, which is 5. If I guess 5, you're immediately out of the round. So each round, the winner gets a heart token, which is kind of like this. And also house rule, if you want to do first person to get 8 hearts wins, you can do that. If you want to make it longer, like 10 hearts or something, it's very fun. One of my cousins really hated it because it's a lot of luck, and after playing a little bit you get really good at it, and you're just really good at guessing. There are more cards in the deck than anything else, so you can just keep guessing other people's cards, and eventually, if all 3 of the person targets 1 person, it's very easy to get them out of the game. And yeah, they did that to me for a couple of rounds. They just keep trying to get me die, and it worked very often. So yeah, you can definitely team up with other people to beat the other person. You really want them to lose, and because I'm really good at board games, they want me to lose, so what can I say? Let's move on. One of my all-time favorite games is this one, Secret Hitler. This game is very, very fun. It is like a social deduction game. Basically, this takes place back in, before World War II, when Hitler's trying to take over Germany politically. And there are liberals and fascists, and obviously the fascists are the Nazis. You're basically trying to pass policies for your team to win. So for, I think, liberals, you're supposed to pass 6. For fascists, you pass 5. Or, I actually don't know anymore. But there's 2 boards, and each round there's a president, and you select a chancellor, and you're supposed to take 3 policy from the top, look at it, discard one of them, and let the chancellor pick. Most of the time, you're gonna get more fascists than liberals, because there are more fascist cards in the deck, fascist policy in the deck, than liberals. I cannot tell you how happy we are when we play this game, because it is so fun. You have to be really good at lying, which a lot of us are pretty good at lying, and it's just so fun when you have such a fun background story, if you will. And each time a policy passed, you can get like abilities. Like, for example, if you, let's say you pass 2 liberals or 2 fascists, sometimes you can just kill the next person. The president can kill somebody automatically, and you can literally kill Hitler that way and win the game. There are just so many variations, and I think it goes up to like 10 players, which we still have not been able to find 10 people willing to play this game, because we don't have that many friends in the same group. I have a lot of friends in different groups, and not everybody like board games, surprisingly. This goes down here. Actually, I'll put this back over here. I love this game so much, and I watch Jubilee Whispers. I don't know if you know her, but she's been making ASMR for a long time, and she was making a video about this, and I'm like, I wish I could play with you, because I need more friends to play this game with. Alright, down to the last 2, and I think we're close to the 20-minute mark. This is called, I edited that out, Raise Your Goblets. So this game, excuse me, this game is basically a set time in medieval time, if you will, and you represent a house, and you are trying to poison the other families in the court, and each person start with a goblet, and each goblet would have like random things placed in it. One random thing, it can be an antidote, poison, or wine. So wine is obviously not harmful, poison is to poison somebody, and antidote is to cure the poison. And there's a lot of actions you can do. You can swap the goblets, you can drop wine, poison, antidote into it, and the people are not supposed to know what's in it. Or you can look into the goblet as an action, and the first person to call toast gets to go one more time after everybody goes, and basically they can screw up the whole game by changing the cup with the most poison to somebody else they're trying to kill, because everybody has a kill target. So this game, it's fun, but it's also very luck based. So for example, like I said, you can definitely look at it, and then you can swap it, and it's kind of like, okay, now I memorize everything that's in it. It's kind of defeat the purpose. So I'm trying to think of some house rules, and maybe the house rule would be like, you can't look at the cup, or you can only look at it once, or I don't know. They also have this little coaster. But let me show you. The reason I bought this game was mostly because of how can I do this without making a loud fuzz? obviously is plastic, but it's like high-grade plastic. And I don't know, I just think this is very creative. Not the best game design, but the design of these are very nice. And another thing I don't really like is they use these marbles. Red is wine, white is antidote, black is poison, and I'm just not a big fan of these kind of games, but the Goblet's really sold, and I'm just trying to think of some house rules to make this game better. I'm not even gonna try to put this back because it's gonna be way too loud. Last and final game. Oh, and I also have a lot of other games which I gave to my cousins because we usually play at their house, so I just left it there. I have the Game of Thrones Risk. I have One Night Werewolf, which is my sister, Explosive Kittens, and all kinds of stuff. But this is the last one we have. It's called, oh my god, Ticket to Ride. This is also another very fun game. It's one of the highest ranked games, I guess, on the website that I use to find games. Basically, oh, the back is a little ripped. I don't know why. When we got it for a little bit like a discount on Amazon, so the packaging is a little bit messed up. So you have the map of America right here, the United States, and basically you're trying to build trains, routes across America. Now, my cousin hates this game, one of my cousins, and everybody else seems to really enjoy it. And yeah, you're supposed to draw different routes, and let's say you draw one from New York to California, which is like Los Angeles. That would give you a lot of points at the end of the game because it's across country, or you can have something closer like Miami to New York, and that would give you a little bit less points, but you don't lose points because each person is supposed to be dealt a couple of routes and you choose what to keep. And basically you're trying to connect your routes without anybody knowing it, because it is very possible for people to block you. There are multiple ways to get to one end to the other end, but the most direct path is obviously the best, so people would try to block you if they see exactly where you're going. So if you're experienced in this game, you would be able to know exactly what everybody's trying to do. So I mean, I play with people who's not experienced, and I myself is not very experienced in the game either, so it's very fun. We haven't played this in a long time. We haven't played board games in a long time, actually, so anyway, hi guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I am so tired, my back is aching, but it's really fun to make these kind of videos, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know what you think, and let me know which board games you think is the most interesting or something. Alright, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and click the bell, for Christ's sake, because I need you guys to see my notifications. I'm kidding, but yeah, click the bell. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.